Edmonton Sports Talk. My God, I love this.
My name's Jay Milne. Hashtag Blue Crew.
Our sports update deliverer. The Coon.
I'm Zachary Duvish. You're up today. You know what? Reed, you might want something.
All right, here's what's going on in the net.
Game day for your Edmonton Oilers. They're taking on the New York Islanders. The Islanders are 0-3 on the young season. The Oilers are 2-0-1. No morning skate for the Edmonton bunch. Here's how we expect them to line up. McDavid with Mangiapane and Tomasek. Draisaitl between Nugent-Hopkins and Roslovic. Frederick with Podkolzin and Kapanen. You could shorten it all. You could shorten the names on the line. It's Fred with Pod and Cap. Henrique with Howard and Savoy. Defensively, Ekholm with Bouchard, Nurse with Stetcher, Kulak with Emerson, Skinner, the expected goaltender, coming off a shutout against the Islanders in his career, 2-1 with a 2.34 GA and a 908 SUV. For the Islanders, Horvat with Drouin and Heineman, Barzell with Duclair and Palmieri, Peugeot with Lee, and a guy whose name I scribbled and I can't read it. So I gotta check the lineup. There's a right wheel. Oh, Shabanoff, Joey Jojo Jr. Shabadow. That's the worst name I've ever heard. Did you remember that Simpsons episode?
No.
Who told you this, Homer? Joey Jojo Jr. Shabadoo. I think I named a cat back on the farm that once.
Joey Shabadoo?
There's a kitten. Joey Jojo Jr. Shabadoo. Give us a thumbs up on YouTube if you remember that Simpsons episode, or just write Shabadoo with the nasty chat. Cizikas with Holmstrom and McLean. I hope Max Shabanoff's parents aren't listening tonight. They'll be so sad. That Wilkins lad forgot our boy's name.
They would not be happy.
I didn't forget the name. I just wrote it. I scribbled it down. It actually looks like Shabanoff. Schaefer with Mayfield. Schaefer, he's that it boy. He's that hot draft pick. The Islanders took first overall. He's actually pretty good. He's got 3 points a game already. Played for Erie. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Do you know who else played for Erie?
Ooh.
Give you a hint. He's the captain of the Oilers.
Messier.
They're the only two other guys. They're the only two guys who've ever played for Erie. Pellick, Pulak, Uma, Oprah, Uma.
Pellick and Pulak.
Pulak, Pellick. They play together. Romanov with D'Angelo and David Riddick. You know what they call him? Big Save Dave. Or sometimes some people call him No Save Dave. We'll see what he is tonight. He's played the Oilers quite a bit in his career. He's 5-5-1, 2.68 goals against average, 901 save percentage. He does have a shutout. The game is at 5:30 Mountain Time. So here's what's happening on Edmonton Sports Talk. Jay and I are with you until 4:30. The Oil Stream pregame show starts at 4:30, hosted by Tom Gazzola. He'll go for an hour, and then at 5:30, we will return to wrap up the Reid Wilkins show, and we'll have Glenn Suter from TSN, I don't know, TSN on the show to take you to 6 o'clock. This is a great sports day. Mm-hmm. We got an Oilers game. We got a Blue Jays game. They're 6:30 tonight, pushed back a little bit. We got the Dodgers and the Brewers. You know what they call them? The Brewers? They call them the Brew Crew. Yeah. You know the LA Dodgers? They used to be in Brooklyn. That's on the other side of the country, Jay. I want you to think about moving a franchise across the country. Most people, you moved across the street earlier in your life.
I did.
How difficult was that? Imagine moving a whole baseball team across the country. Yeah, not so easy, is it?
No.
That's at 6:30. Well, how about that Blue Jays game last night? They were pounding the cover off that ball.
Yeah,
what? You never heard that before?
No, you're very slapstick right now. It's good.
I'm just having a good time. I'm enjoying the day. I'm enjoying the day.
Why wouldn't you?
The blue, and you know what? The first time there's ever been a home run in that ballpark in
Pitchers
Seattle.
Park.
Pitchers Park is and the soggy, dense air.
Yes.
Soggy, wet, sea level air. It's like trying to hit a wet beanbag when you're trying to hit that baseball. It's like trying to hit a wet beanbag. That's what it's like. Yeah.
Wasn't the exit velocity of those home runs over 100 miles an hour?
Oh, probably.
Just crushed.
I actually didn't wind up seeing much of the game.
No, I listened to it.
So we were here. It was 5-2 when we left our staff meeting. I had to go to Warp 1, New Comic Day. It was 7-2 when I got in the car.
What'd you get?
I got One World Under Doom, issue 8, and the new Amazing Spider-Man.
The new one.
Yes.
Brand new.
Yeah, it came out yesterday. Wednesday's New Comic Day.
Did you read it?
No, I read One World Under Doom.
How was it?
Pretty good. It's a 9-issue limited series where Doctor Doom earlier tricked Doctor Strange to become the Earth's Sorcerer Supreme.
Of course.
So it's about the heroes trying to overthrow him, basically. Pretty good series for the most. Written by a Canadian. I think he's from Windsor. Windsor or London, one of those cities down there. One of the non-GTA cities.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're not in the GTA, how relevant are you?
Do you even exist?
Yeah. Do you even exist?
Mm-hmm.
So I checked my phone when I got to Warp. It was 7-2, and then I was driving to stop at my parents. I was going to grab a bite to eat. My dad needed some computer help, and I was like 2 blocks away from my parents. And the phone rings, and I can answer hands free in the car. Everybody, don't worry. And it's my mom, and my mom goes, "Do you know what the score is now?" And I was like, "Oh, great." And I was like, 9-8 Mariners. She's like, "No, it's 12-2." So I missed some of the run, and then they get a home run in the top of the 9th. Yeah. So they poured it on. They were pouring gravy all over that ballpark.
Gravy clear.
Clear gravy.
Yeah.
Well, in Seattle, of course, it's clear gravy.
Of course.
Lower calories. Yeah. A lot of dogs. A lot of dogs in coats in Seattle.
Who came up with a dog with a cape? When did that arrive? I watched Superman for years on television. I never saw a dog with a cape.
No, but he went to Seattle and he saw a dog with a coat. I noticed that when I was in Seattle. A lot of the dogs wear coats.
Got a early limerick if you want to get.
We already have a limerick.
We do. Well, we have a few. This one.
The limericks are pouring into the inbox.
This one comes in from Dudley, who we just met.
Yes, we did.
He was here to pick up his text of the day. And I feel like I'm going to sneeze.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to get through it.
Okay. I don't think I have it.
The crew gathered eager to eat, but the pizza fell short of complete. Benny's tower was tall. Zach's slice count appalled. Now the rest licked the box for a treat.
Well, that's what it came down to. Yeah, eating cardboard.
All right. Let's just give a quick, I guess, overview of your reaction to what really has dominated the station today. Is
well, it
Pizzagate.
became a bit of a thing.
I thought the pizza would, okay, let me ask you this. If you're at a staff meeting, are you expecting to be fed like you would eat a supper or a meal at home?
Yes.
I wouldn't. I would say
at this company I would, because we're all buddies.
And
Dustin,
that being said,
forget about you sneezing. I just burped on you. That's that pizza coming up from last night.
I thought the amount of pizza that was there. Was there pizza left in the boxes when the meeting was over? Yes or no?
Very few pieces. And I intentionally didn't take as much as I felt like eating at the start of the meeting.
Do you think that this meeting could have used one more large pizza?
Yes. It could have used enough. So it would have been nice to have a full pizza left over of all the different varieties. Because then you and I, Hernan and Gager come in, and even Coob, and we each get a piece or two for lunch.
Yeah, and don't kid. I've never had a staff meeting, so I don't know what these.
You didn't have staff meetings at YF?
No, it was me and my brother and 2 other people. Every minute was a staff meeting.
Oh, okay. I thought you had enough people to have a formal staff meeting.
So my knowledge. I mean, we've had staff meetings here, and we've been well fed, but I wasn't expecting to be full to the tippy top. You know what I mean? I went home full. I didn't need to eat anything after.
Knowledge.
I mean, we've had staff.
I snacked. I don't know where that audio came from. It's not for me. I snack in the evening. I didn't need to go home and have a full meal, but I wished there would have been a little more pizza.
I didn't need to.
But I wasn't mad about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just kind of jumped on the train of giving Dustin a hard time because other people were. What's going on, Coop?
I hear the double echo. It's from one of you guys.
It's probably from your
Oh, it
computer.
might be me. I think I unmuted myself. My apologies, Coop.
I accept your apology.
All right. 780-218-9999 is how you text us. That is the afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino, home of Tap 25 Restaurant. The entire menu is 50% off 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m. You can email jay@edmontonsportstalk.com, reid@edmontonsportstalk.com, and of course you can post in the nasty chat. That's if you're taking us in on YouTube. And if you're a new listener, a new audience member, do not be intimidated when you hear the word nasty on this station. It's actually an affectionate term used to refer to some loyal listeners or people who have listened a long time, or really anybody. And the chat is called the nasty chat, but it's a normal chat. It's not a nasty place.
That's correct.
You post in there, you have a chat. For example, Les says, any chance a Bob Stauffer recommended Mediterranean chicken would have solved the issues?
Possibly.
I don't know. But we did have raw pizza, and we were making it great.
And it was fantastic.
Yeah, it was very good. All right, so Oilers and Islanders, again, coming up at 5:30 today. So Jay and I are with you until 4:30. We got plenty to set up the game and talk about some of the storylines going into this one. It is an Oilers game day, so we have the mystery athlete of the game, presented by Hudson's Canada's Pub. You're trying to win a $25 GC to Hudson's Canada's Pub, featuring $10 tankers and $6 tequila shots, or grab the $23.99 adult Happy Meal. Now, I'm just reading what I've been given here. It features the drive-in burger, fries, choice of beer, and an adult toy. Book your reservation now at hudsonscanadaspub.com. That's what it says.
Read that again.
Grab the $23.99 adult Happy Meal featuring the drive-in burger, fries, choice of beer, and an adult toy. That's the read. Yes. I'm leaving it at that.
Well, you know what I'm thinking.
It's a pickleball?
Probably.
It's a pickleball racket.
Probably a pickleball racket of
Yes.
some sort.
That's what we were given. If they'd like to clarify that.
Maybe a whistle?
They should do that.
Maybe they should.
So here's how the Hudson's Canada's Pub mystery athlete of the game works. I will give a clue. Later on in the show, I'll give another clue. And if needed, before 4:30, I will give a third clue. Usually we have 5 if we have a longer show. These are shorter with these Eastern Conference games. You are allowed a maximum of 3 guesses per individual to 780-218-9999, the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. And first right answer wins. So you got to think, am I going to try and spam with my 3 guesses after the first clue and try to get lucky? Or do I wait and figure it out and try to get it before other people do? First clue is Kings. The first clue is Kings. Kings. First clue is Kings. You're going to put that in the chat too. Now, again, only text in your guesses to the afternoon inbox, River Cree Resort and Casino, 780-218-9999.
Sorry.
Did somebody get it
I
already?
got it. No.
Okay.
I got it.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just I'll get into it tomorrow for Fired Up.
Tomorrow? I got to wait for tomorrow.
Yes.
Something's clearly bothering you now.
Yes. It's bothered me for about a week now, and I'm going to unleash
Is it work
tomorrow.
related?
No.
But it's distracting you, which troubles me.
It keeps rearing its ugly head.
Is it computer
It
related?
pops up when I need it least.
Is it computer related?
No.
Is it gas related?
Negative.
Well, then I don't know what it is. All right, if you want to save it to tomorrow, I respect that opinion.
It pops up at times when it's like, this is time sensitive. It's like, well, no, I can't be time sensitive. I'm working.
All right.
Some people will call this one.
I look forward to hearing about this tomorrow and Fired Up, presented by Gemco. You okay?
I'm okay.
You're very, that's a very odd thing. Now my mouse isn't working. Hello, mouse. Hello.
Hello, Reid. I'm here. Chip, 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 chip. I'm ready to work. Why don't you check me out?
What if your mouse was like a
sentient being?
Well, like I don't know, like an adult, not a mouse at all. It's just
an adult toy. Is that what you're thinking?
everybody always calls me mouse.
Oh, it was like they had an attitude.
Yeah,
a
but
mouse with an attitude.
I'm just
He's
sick
a
of
mouse with an attitude.
I'm sick of your sweaty palms touching me all day.
That would be a good movie. Like the attitude of
mouse.
some really aggressive person gets put into a mouse.
Yes.
Not a animal mouse, a computer mouse.
And instead of the wheel that you scroll with,
Yeah.
it turns into a blade and it can cut you at any time.
Jeez, that's
Yeah. That'd be
oh my goodness.
horror film.
It's time for your afternoon headlines presented by 100.3 The Bear, Edmonton's best rock. Stream them on iHeart today.
This is Chet Palmer with your sports report. The Oilers go fishing for a win on Long Island tonight. Hey, Patty Roy, what you gonna do about that 0 in the win column? Oh, sorry, can't hear you. I have Leon and Connor plugging my ears. How about those old QBs tonight? These geezers? Rogers is 41 and Flacco is 40. I have a feeling the defensive players aren't going to respect their elders. Which QB needs dentures first? The Blue Jays stuck that trident where the sun don't shine. Oh, pardon me, the sun never shines in Seattle. The forecast tonight? Raining. Baseballs off the bats of the Blue Jays. Vladdy's your daddy, Grunge Town. I'm Chet Palmer.
Well done.
He knows a lot about the grunge music.
He's really into it. Yes.
Yeah, he's a man of the world. He knows what's going on. What do you think of that trident? Trident?
Trident. I like it. I like gimmicky things like that. Baseball, like the Blue Jays have their suit jacket. I think it's fun. Why not? Have fun. You hate it, don't you? You hate it. Just say it. You know what?
Is garish the right word? What's the meaning of garish? Garish means garish means offensively bright and showy.
Well,
yeah, I guess it is a little.
It is a little garish.
Or sorry, obtrusively bright and showy.
I think
it's a little much.
I think if I got
it's a little unwieldy.
If you got to hold it and it was a really poor quality, you'd be like, "Come on, guys." But it looks to be of good quality.
No, it doesn't. It looks like it's light plastic.
No, it doesn't
look like it has any weight to it at all.
I think it is heavier than you think.
Well,
maybe it's filled with sand.
We'll have to make the Mariners roster and hit a few dingers, Jay. Stepping in now for Seattle's young Jason Milne. Actually, not so young. It's interesting, Billy. He was a sports broadcaster up in Edmonton. That's a Canadian city. One day he said, "I'd like to hit a home run for the Imps. Maybe carry that trident around the dugout." Oh, one pitch. He swings wildly and misses. Milne 0 for 43 on the season, 42 strikeouts. You tapped one back to the mound.
He's been hit.
The other one, yeah. You had 44 plate appearances. You were hit by a pitch. The 43 that count as at bats, you struck out 42 times, and you tapped one back to the mound.
Yes,
for a 1-3 putout. So that's what happened there. That was the Bear headlines. Boy, Chet not a fan of Patty Roy, as he called him. He did mention, though, the football matchup. Thursday night football. So what is this here? Steelers, Bengals?
Yeah.
And who are the quarterbacks?
Joe Flacco and Aaron Rodgers.
And how old are they?
Flacco's 40, Rodgers is 41.
All right.
You know what they're calling it?
Chet, what are they calling it?
The Icy Hot Bowl.
The Icy Hot Bowl. All right. Now, so Chet had the ages correct.
Yes. We got a text from Chet's brother-in-law.
Really?
He says, "Finally, Chet didn't bring up my gambling problem again." Signed, Chet Palmer's brother-in-law.
Well,
I think this is the first time we've heard from Chet Palmer's brother-in-law.
Yeah, I didn't even realize he lived in our listening area.
Well, we stream everywhere.
Well, I guess we're streaming all over the world.
I'm going to add that as Chet Palmer's brother-in-law.
He's never texted before?
Well, not under this
oh, my goodness.
name. Good to hear from you. Tell us more.
So this is you had a great idea. This is the off-topic topic for William Huff. Since 1952, William Huff has provided industry-leading advertising solutions for thousands of valued clients. Their unparalleled customer service combined with decades of industry expertise and a desire to make every job the very best it can be is what they call the William Huff Advantage. Visit their website at williamhuff.com or give them a shout at 780-454-4536.
Well, given that it's the icy hot bowl, we just want to talk about ageless wonders in sports. Who's your top? Who makes the top of your list? For me, it was pretty, just off the top of my head, Tom Brady. I mean, this guy was the only quarterback to win a Super Bowl in 3 different decades. It's pretty good. That's pretty damn good.
And he won, was he 40 when he won with the Buccaneers?
Yeah, and I know it's recent. I mean, there's a lot of, people of a certain age that would probably say Gordie Howe, which how could you disagree with?
When you texted me this morning, that's the first one that came to mind.
Because how old was he when he was like...
He played into his early 50s, and then 50? He came back kind of a gimmicky game in his 60s. But yeah, he played into his 50s.
Kelly Slater. 51-year-old pro surfer. Still kicking.
Now, how many pro surfers can you name?
Kelly Slater.
Laird Hamilton, I believe, is
Laird, that's a good one.
Laird.
It must be Ron John, because he's got a surf shop.
Who's that?
I don't know. Ron John Surf Shop.
Oh, is that a name of a surf shop?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
I used to have a sticker of it on my car.
Ardrossan?
Yeah. Big surf crowd in Ardrossan.
Well, North Shore.
They surf down the North Saskatchewan.
Could you surf on the North Saskatchewan?
Reid, that's a great question.
The standing paddleboard, isn't that a form of surfing?
I think you'd have to have assistance.
Waves. Yeah, you'd
have to have assistance from a riverboat.
Right.
Maybe you could. So you say Gordie Howe?
Gordie Howe came to mind. I mean, Yager is still playing pro hockey.
That's a good
NHL. I mean, there have been some golfers. Phil Mickelson won a major at 50. Tom Watson almost won a major at 59. Nicholas won the Masters at 46. But I guess were they dominant? So like a true ageless wonder. There's going to be some pitchers that pitched for a long time.
Well, Nolan Ryan comes in.
Nolan
from
Ryan's a good idea. Yeah.
Adam in Quebec City. I got to go with Cal Ripken. I mean, 2,000 baseball games with no days off. That's pretty good.
Right. So how old was he actually? He would have been played even more games than you would have expected for someone his age.
For sure.
Yeah.
This should come up as well. Chris Perper, LeBron, still doing it. I mean, he's in his 23rd season. He's 40 years of age. Yeah. I don't doubt that. I know there's a lot of LeBron discussion on this show.
But he's still one of the top basketball players in the league.
Yeah. I don't think he's the greatest to ever do it. Dustin does, but that doesn't deny the fact that he's doing it at an old age at an extremely high level.
Right. That's a good topic. So give us your ageless wonders in sports.
Empty Royal Pizza Box is in the chat. Sorry. He's deathly afraid of seeing the Coob.
Why?
Says he's in his nightmares.
Why?
I think a lot of people are placing a lot of blame on the younger people of this station.
I frankly don't understand it.
For eating the pizza?
You had a mounted plate.
And I was the last one up to bat. I was the last one to go get the plate.
So did you feel at that point it was a free-for-all? You could take whatever you wanted?
Now, at that point, I realized that there were only 7 or 8 slices left. I took, I think, 5, the double stack, as Eric and everybody else has dubbed it. But I did have a fair share of pizza, and I think there was a couple seconds. I think Benny might have got some, and me. I probably had the most pizza out of everybody, which is probably not a great look to start with. I was a hungry boy. Haven't had Royal Pizza in a while, but
apparently
there wasn't enough for everybody.
You haven't eaten any sort of food in a while.
I did eat a lot of
double
pizza.
Stack. All right. If you are taking us in on YouTube, remember, subscribe to Edmonton Sports Talk if you haven't already. And give us a thumbs up, baby. Click that thumbs up button.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click.
Must you click? You must click. Thumb.
Let's see if we can hit 100 thumbs by the time this portion of the show is only going until 4:30.
Yes.
So let's get to, if everybody gave us a thumbs up
let's
right
do it.
away, we'd probably be over 100. So don't be a pleasure delayer. Give us a click. Let's get to 100. We got more on the Oilers and the Islanders. Tom Gazzola is going to slide in. We have buying or selling for Damon Bunting. We have the afternoon debate coming up for Edmonton Garrison Curling Club. We'll talk about the Blue Jays game coming up tonight as well. But first, here is the double stacker, Zachary Kubish.
The Oilers and Islanders face off from UBS Arena, having Dave Rudick get the call for New York. No one starter announced just yet for Edmonton. Catch the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson get you set for the action just an hour before puck drop at 4:30 right here on EST. 6 games get going at 5 o'clock, including the Jets and Flyers hitting the ice. Montreal hosting Nashville, while the Avalanche look to roll the Blue Jackets. And for the Senators, Captain Brady Tkachuk successfully underwent surgery on his right thumb. He's expected to be out 6 to 8 weeks, when he was originally supposed to be out for a month. NFL action, Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers take on Joe Flacco and the Bengals. Swing by Selly Sports Barn Lounge at Central Casino on Fort Road to join Lieutenant Eric for the game. And on the diamond, the Jays and Mariners duke it out in Game 4 of the ALCS. Jays winning 13-4 last night. Max Scherzer to the mound, first pitch at 6:33. In LA, the Dodgers and Brewers hit the field. LA leading the series 2-0. First pitch just after 4 o'clock. This sports update is brought to you by Paramount Flooring. Looking for quality flooring? Visit Paramount Flooring's spacious, family-friendly showroom, open 7 days a week. Save now on pet-friendly Shaw carpet with spill-proof technology. Call 780-483-1991 and mention EST for a 10% discount. The Reid Wilkins Show rolls on after the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
2 guys and a goalie.
If not the Oilers, the Habs will be the next Canadian team to win the Stanley Cup.
I'm going to fire it. I would say Winnipeg before.
Still think Winnipeg can get her done, eh?
They have all the pieces.
Matthews, we know, going to leave Toronto, so they're out.
Yeah, exactly. He's going to the Mammoth or something.
Right now, it's potentially Toronto and potentially Winnipeg.
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
We have what you're looking for. GD Liquidators is Edmonton's one-stop shop for new and used warehouse, office, and industrial items since 1987. You'll find what you want when you want it. Give us a call, visit us in store, or check out the monthly auctions at gdliquidators.com. 100% Canadian owned and operated. We have what you are looking for. GD Liquidators.
Where holiday cheer meets great beer. This season, celebrate at the Canadian Brewhouse. From plated dinners and festive buffets to casual pub-style parties, we've got the perfect space for your crew. Book your holiday party today at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
GCL Diesel has been serving oil country since 1972. From diesel cars to SUVs to pickups. From farm tractors to school buses to a big rig. From diesel generators to forklifts, GCL can test, troubleshoot, and repair all diesel fuel system components. Whether it's injectors, pumps, turbos, filters, or additive, GCL has the parts you need to keep your diesel running the way it should. For genuine diesel parts at wholesale prices, visit GCL Diesel in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel. Diesel understood.
The temperature may be dropping, but the action's heating up. Play Alberta is offering odds boosts on every Oilers game all season long. This is your chance to score big. And for a limited time only, our listeners get an exclusive $50 free bet when they deposit $50 using EST50. That's code EST50 for an exclusive $50 free bet. Alberta wins with Play Alberta. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, please use your game sense.
Honey, where are we going to put all of our summer stuff?
In the kids' room.
What?
Mom,
A little help? Need extra space at home? Get it back with Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
All right, it's 3:30. Thanks a lot for tuning in. In a couple hours, your Edmonton Oilers face off against the New York Islanders, and we are going to go straight into the Oil Understood, presented by GCL Diesel, providers of the best diesel engine components around, from turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors. They are the critical engine component experts, proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta for over 50 years, now a partner of Edmonton Sports Talk and the Reid Wilkins Show. GCL Diesel. Diesel! Understood. All right. Oilers, Islanders. Oilers 2-0-1. Islanders 0-3 in their last 16 meetings. So a few years ago, Jay, you probably were not even following the Oilers that closely at this time.
I was probably in diapers.
There was a game that the Islanders beat the Oilers 8-1. It was ugly. I remember hosting the broadcast of that game. Since then, the Oilers have gone 11-5-1 against the Islanders. 7 of those 16 games have gone to overtime. They've been tied after 60 minutes. So they've been decided in overtime or a shootout. The Oilers have won 6 of those 7 games, including both games last year. Leon Draisaitl got the game-winning goal, the overtime-winning goal in both games between these two teams last year. Fun fact, side note, take it for what it's worth. The Oilers did not have a power play last game. They are 2 for 9 on the power play this season, 22.2%. The Islanders are 2 for 11, 18.2%. The Oilers PK, it's been good, 8 out of 9. They had some big kills against the Rangers the other night, 88.9%. The Islanders PK, 7 out of 10. That's 70%, 26th in the league. Still early, obviously, for the special teams to shake down, but that's some quick notes on what we're looking at. I want to ask you a question.
Go on.
When you hear the team name New York Islanders, what comes to your mind, if anything?
Those awful jerseys.
The current ones or the ones they tried?
The ones they tried.
Like 20, 30 years ago, the Captain
Highliner. That's all I can think about.
I think that was still in the 90s. Captain Highlander Islanders jerseys.
I think of John Tavares.
Right, okay.
Right?
Yeah, that was in the 90s. They had the Captain Highliner jerseys.
But nothing screams, because I was obviously, I'm too young to realize the great years they had.
Because you were born in 81?
81.
You just had a birthday, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you wouldn't remember any of their cups.
No.
I mean, unless you were a very
I don't remember the
3-year-old.
Oilers, cups in the mid-'80s. The first cup I remember was in 91.
In 90?
Or sorry, 90.
Yeah, okay.
That I can remember. So, yeah, I don't, excellence does not scream out loud when you say the words New York Islanders.
Right.
And I don't know that does it for you.
Not anymore.
Right.
I mean, they did go to the conference final 2 years in a row. Or I guess 1 year was the semifinal because they changed the divisions during COVID. They did have that good push. But I mean, it's kind of interesting because the Oilers and Islanders were the franchises of the 80s. And then they were not very good through most of the 90s. The Oilers obviously had the magical run in 06 and then were awful for a decade. Now they're getting good again. The Islanders, I don't know if they're a playoff team. I mean, they're going to have to win a game eventually to get into the playoffs. They're kind of one of those franchises where it's like, well, what do you say? And to me, it's not just how good or bad they can be. It's kind of just like, do people care about them? And I put the Canadian teams because here's the thing: the Oilers were awful for a decade. I mean, the Leafs had their stretch of being bad. They got Matthews. Vancouver was really good for a while. Now maybe they're not going to be so good. Calgary's been kind of up and down, but fans always care. And they always get talked about in national analysis because they're Canadian teams, right? And then I look at, okay, in Canada, what other teams do you talk about? Well, you usually talk about the teams that are good, or maybe the big market teams, or teams that have been good. You know, the Penguins always get talked about, I feel like, because they're the Penguins and they've had great players. And I'm kind of like, who's sitting around talking about the New York Islanders?
Well, and the Penguins,
mystique around the New York Islanders.
The Penguins had good years, and they have Sidney Crosby.
Right.
Probably one of the greatest Canadian hockey players of all time. The Islanders are not, and you know, realistically, Reid, what do they play them twice a year?
The Oilers and Islanders only play twice a year.
Yeah, so it's not that's why these games, you know, going into New York, Islanders, New Jersey, you're not really. I don't know if you're looking much. You're looking into those games, obviously, but as far as matchups and how this, especially this early in the season, right? I mean, nobody's really stepped out and went into their lane, and the Islanders sitting at 0-3. Well, are they going to be 0-82? Well,
no, probably not.
But what team are the Islanders this year? Because like in recent years, they've had some decent teams, right?
They've had some okay teams.
I mean, they've created a little bit of buzz around the end of the season. Are they going to get in? Are they not? And they have. But yeah, they're not one of the perennial teams that you think are, you know, that word we talked about when McDavid wasn't extended yet, contenders.
Right.
They're nowhere near that discussion.
And even the stuff with their arenas, right? They were at Nassau Coliseum, which got pretty old. Then they're at Barclays Center. Then they're in both places. Now they're at UBS Arena, not USB. So you can't plug it in anywhere. Which is in Elmont, New York. On Long, you know what they call it, Long Island? Have you ever measured it?
It's pretty long. Is it even an island, though, Reid?
Yes, it is an island. It is an island. It's surrounded by water.
Barely.
Well, one of them's the East River is there. And then it's the ocean on the other side.
And it's got a umluff or a umluff. What was that word of the day that was a jut out?
An isthmus.
Isthmus. But
No,
I guess
it
it's
does
a bridge.
not have an isthmus.
Not an isthmus.
No, it's an island.
It's a man-made isthmus called a bridge.
Matthew Hyman says Mike Bossy, arguably the best goal scorer of all time. They do have some epically good players, like remarkably good players. And actually, that's going to be the source of a trivia question. What are we giving away a little bit later on?
Set of 4 VIP tickets to the Alberta Snowmobile, ATV, and Off-Road Show happening tomorrow, Friday and Saturday, over at the Edmonton Expo Center. So we'll give those away later.
Right. We'll have...
You're going to have an Islanders
I got a pretty good trivia question. It'll test your knowledge, I think, of the New York Islanders. Tom Gazzola is coming up in the next few minutes as well. We're going to have Jay's Play of the Day with help.
Big help. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
This could become something.
Do you want to say who it is or leave that? People who listened yesterday will know who it is.
Well, yeah, go ahead. How did this come about?
Well, this came about because during Game 2 of the Blue Jays Mariners series, the Blue Jays were on the path to not winning that game. And I was watching, I think I watched about the second half of the game at my parents'. And my mom said, wow, the Blue Jays are just not doing well. And I was like, no, it's tough. Well, they were favored. They were minus 162. And I was like, what? how do you know that? So I told you that story, told it on air yesterday, and you said we got to get a play of the day from Reid Wilkins, and we have one.
We have one. It's a banger,
right?
And we'll see how this goes. I mean, if this cashes tonight, this train ain't stopping. Just so you know.
Well, yesterday's play of the day, I had a heavy influence in.
You did, and it cashed. It was a big one.
So what was it yesterday?
Bieber, 4 more strikeouts.
I think he had 8.
Yeah, he did. Vladdy, 1 or more hits.
He had several, including a home run.
And
Springer hit.
Springer, 1 or more hits.
He had a home run.
Yeah. It hit.
And that hit.
There was pretty much all of our Blue Jays plays on the EST specials hit. So we're going to go to an Oilers play after the break. It's going to be the Louise and Jay's play of the day.
This is amazing.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Jasmine is apparently posting in the Nasty chat celebrity fans of the New York Islanders. Ralph Macchio. Wasn't he Chachi? Was he Chachi? No, that's Scott Baio.
Ralph Macchio was the karate kid.
Scott Baio was Chachi. Chloe Grace Moretz, who
Never
was
heard of
in
her.
Kick-Ass.
Ah.
Christy Brinkley.
Is she a model?
Was she not married to Billy Joel? Kevin James. Howard Stern.
I've been told I look like Kevin James from Mall Cop.
Oh, no, not at all. What's his name?
Flavor
Flav. Flav and Method Man are apparently celebrity fans of the New York Islanders.
She says, as per Al. Who's Al?
Yeah, who's Al? Who's she talking to?
I think she meant AI, but it looks like Al. Who's Al?
All right. Casino dealer Jay says the Jays play of the day paid for his pizza today.
Oh, no.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Casino dealer Jay was on that.
That's good stuff.
Plenty of you were. It's good. It's good. It's fun. We're trying to keep the streak alive. It's been a perfect week thus far, Shooter.
You've had a pretty good week overall.
I've had a pretty good
run,
fall
actually, the last few weeks.
Yeah, it's been going very well.
Clue number 2 in the Hudson's Canada's Pub Mystery Athlete of the Game. You must submit your guesses over the afternoon inbox text line, courtesy River Cree Resort and Casino, 780-218-9999. You're trying to win a $25 gift card to Hudson's Canada's Pub. Maximum 3 guesses per person. The second clue is goalie. So the first clue, Kings. The second clue, goalie. Kings goalie, the 2 clues so far. I got one more if nobody gets it in the next 20 to 30 minutes. Think someone will get it?
Kings?
I think someone might get it.
Goalie.
I think someone might get it. We'll see. We'll see. This is a good one. Of course, Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. We are coming to you from the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Pizza Sunday is back at the Canadian Brewhouse. After 4 p.m., grab an 8-inch 2-topping pizza for just $9.99. Wash it down with $6.99 doubles and $1 off Bud Light tankards. Tom Gazzola is going to join us in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Keep clicking that thumbs up button on YouTube, or click it if you haven't. We're 2/3 of the way to 100. We want to get to at least 100. But remember, we got an abbreviated show here. We're just going until 4:30. Then Tom's going to take over. So you got to click on this portion of the stream so we get the run here to get to 100. So don't be a pleasure delayer. Get in there and click.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
All right. Tom Gazzola coming up. Here's the coop.
The Oilers hit the ice to face this year's first overall pick, Matthew Scaefer and his Islanders. New York winless on the season, 3-0, while Edmonton stands 2-0-1. Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson got you covered with the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show live at 4:30 right here on EST. 10 other games are on tap. Rangers battle the Maple Leafs. The Kraken clash with the Senators, while the Devils and Panthers have a date. From Ottawa Senators captain Brady Tkachuk is expected to miss 6 to 8 weeks after undergoing surgery on his right thumb. Thursday night football, the Steelers and Bengals meet at 6:15. Join Lieutenant Eric for the action down at Sally's Sports Barn Lounge at Century Casino on Fort Road. In the MLB, Game 4 of the ALCS goes between the Jays and Mariners. Max Scherzer to the mound for Toronto. Luis Castillo countering for Seattle. First pitch just after 6:30. And out west, the Dodgers and Brewers have Game 3 of their series. LA leading 2-0. That one gets going at 4:08. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc. Locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and surrounding areas since 93. They have doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, they have plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff today at Windsor Plywood Leduc. Tom Gazzola checks in on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The Oil Stream.
Casino dealer Jay, assuming Howard and then Kapanen out. When Yamark and Hyman return, no spot for Philp again unless injuries pop up. Is that kind of how this thing's going to sort itself out?
Philp's your extra forward.
Yeah.
And I know
some people were pretty pissed that he was out last game.
I saw
That's who Philp is on this team. He's not your everyday third line center.
Oil Stream presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
The Alberta Snowmobile and Power Sports Show is back October 17th and 18th at the Edmonton Expo Center. See the 2026 lineup of sleds, ATVs, decks, GMC trucks, gear, and accessories. Meet 13-time X Games pro athlete Levi Lavalle. Presented by GMC. AlbertaSnowmobileshow.com.
Running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed for small businesses, because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Join over 5,000 Alberta businesses who have chosen us to help their business grow and succeed. Alberta Blue Cross takes care of you and your employees, so you can take care of your business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. San Francisco's own Jefferson Starship bring their arena rock legacy to the River Cree Resort and Casino October 23rd. Celebrating 50 years of rock and roll. Don't miss these classic rock legends. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
Thanks for tuning in this afternoon. Oilers game day 5:30 showdown with the New York Islanders. Game 2 of the Oilers' 5-game road trip. It started successfully 2 days ago with a 2-0 win over the Rangers. They will be visiting the New Jersey Devils on Saturday. That's a 1:30 Mountain Time game. So scribble that into your day timer if you haven't already. Tom Gazzola is here. Tom, good to see you.
Hey, good to be seen.
You are going to be a big part of the conversation. But at this time of the day, we always do something very important.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
And this is presented by Play Alberta, your home for online gaming excitement featuring casino games, live dealer action, lottery, instance, and sports betting. Now with the new Play Alberta app, you can take the fun with you anywhere. Download the app or sign up today at playalberta.ca. Mr. Milne, what do we have today?
Well, we asked Louise Wilkins to join in here, and Louise came out swinging.
She really did.
She came out swinging for the fences, and I like it. I like it, Tom.
I sprinkled on it.
I don't see how you can't get behind this bet. This is Louise and Jay's play of the day. Connor McDavid, 3 or more points. Right?
Yes, that's it.
Bless you.
There's the sneeze I was waiting for.
You needed that
Finally
one.
came out.
It was boosted to plus 275. This is good value. I mean, this is a fair sprinkler.
I put a little sprinkle on.
You know, I don't think. You know, you may want to not put the farm on it, but you can sprinkle.
No,
because this is good. And Louise Wilkins said so. So that's the Jay and Louise, or Louise and Jay's play of the day. Head on over to playalberta.ca. Click on sports. Click on EST specials, and you'll see a whole whack of specials in there. But sprinkle on Louise and Jay's play of the day, and don't forget to always use your game sense.
Now she's going. Should I tell the one that she first suggested? Or is that possibly going to be tomorrow's?
No. We got to see how this goes.
How this one goes. Okay.
And that'll be the follow-up.
Right.
And I think we're going to use it.
Mom thinks big. She thinks bold.
Clearly.
Right.
Yes. And that is a bold bet.
The one she
Mrs.
originally
Wilkins?
suggested, but it's an Elks-related one, so we may use it tomorrow.
We are using it tomorrow.
We are using it tomorrow.
We will.
But it's not up yet, so we won't talk about it.
We just got to see how to word it, depending on how it goes tonight.
Okay. So, but today my mom has suggested... well, it hasn't just suggested it; it's posted. Connor McDavid, a 3 or more point game. That's the so if you bet $10, what would you get?
$27.50 back.
Okay, almost tripling your money.
Yeah,
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
All right, Tom, good to see you.
Thank you.
So I was just talking with Jay about the Islanders, and look, they are one of the least sexy franchises in the NHL.
Correct.
You know, like haven't been really good for a long time, haven't contended. They had those 2 runs to the conference finals a few years ago.
Yeah.
With, you know, Eberle was on both those teams before he went to Seattle. But generally, they've kind of been like, okay, they're either bad or mediocre, and they play in a quote-unquote big market, but they're not sort of in that market, so to speak. I mean, there are a lot of people on Long Island, but it's
a borough.
Right.
It's one of the 5 boroughs.
Well, Brooklyn and Queens are.
Brooklyn and Queens, which is a huge chunk of Long Island, which is long and more of a peninsula than anything.
It's an island. It's surrounded by water.
Okay. You know, I'm not even going to debate you on this.
See?
Okay.
It's okay to not think it's one of... You know what's an island, Reid?
Yes,
Australia.
Yes, it is. That's correct, Jay.
I mean, Long Island's so connected.
Well, Manhattan is an island.
So is Long Island.
I understand. It's just...
But it's one of the same bodies of water that makes Manhattan an island, also makes Long Island an island. The East River.
I think it's a bit of a cheap island.
It's a big island.
It's a cheap island.
They should have called it Long Big Island.
Big Island, probably, but that's in Hawaii, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Is the Big Island?
That, or do they just call
I don't
it
know. I've never
Island?
been. I'd like to
Big
go.
Island in Alberta?
There's probably a lot of big islands in the world.
That is an oxymoron?
Isn't that where spits are made?
I don't know.
Anyway.
There's Elk Island.
Further to my point of the Islanders
Big Island
being
Provincial
this
Park.
sort of, third-tier franchise.
Ooh, harsh.
The radio rights holder for the New York Islanders, I double-checked, this is still the case, is WRHU, okay? 88.7 FM. This is a college radio station owned and operated by Hofstra University. This would be like Oilers games being on NR92.
What are you saying about
CJSR.
NR? You watch your mouth what you say about NR92 as an alum.
Well, I was on that station too. I was also on CJSR sometimes.
Yes.
But this is, they're not on like, the MSG network.
Yeah.
Or radio network,
True. Now they are on MSG on the TV side, but MSG has like MSG Plus and it has like different variations now. The Islanders, if you ever get a chance, it's a very unique part of the world and the sporting landscape in New York and / New Jersey, because Jersey's right across the river as well. I believe they're across the Hudson. Or no, which one's across the Hudson River? I think New Jersey.
Yes, New Jersey's across the Hudson.
Anyway, the Devils and the Islanders get forgotten quite easily. And it's nice that they got a new arena. They have diehard local fans that just they resist the Rangers. They resist the Devils. The ghosts of the dynasty, those are kind of fading away. So, I don't know. It is kind of a forgotten franchise. It's not a sexy franchise by any means. It's weird that Patrick was the coach.
Yeah.
And, it was a weird dynamic. It seemed like with him and Lou Lamoriello, Matthew Darsh's there now. I don't know. They were pretty good for a few years, like Reid was talking about when they lost to the Lightning in the conference finals. They were part of that in 2020 during the bubble, and then the year after, and they were still pretty good, and then they've kind of fallen off. I look at them; they're 0-3 right now to start the season. I don't look at them as a very strong team.
Well, this Schaefer's already one of their best players.
He's tied with Palmieri for points so far through 3 games.
Right, and he plays a lot. What's his ice time?
23 something.
Yeah,
he's leading the team.
He's already leads the team
on
in ice time. So good for him.
Yeah. Also, that's indicative of where the franchise is at, I would say.
Right. Yeah, it's just look, and I know people hear this like, oh, geez, Reid, you covered the Oilers when they were bad. Yes, but they were never irrelevant.
Yep, that's a good point.
Like, people cared all the time.
Yep.
Yes, the Islanders have hardcore fans, but I don't think the entire, they've never even really had a city, so to speak.
Good point.
I don't think the entire region is filled with angst because the Islanders finish in last place like the Oilers did over and over again.
Right.
Or near last. And
Right.
It was still talked about every day. And even on a national scale, the Oilers still got talked about because it was interesting nationally that they were so bad.
Yeah.
Kept getting high picks. So the Oilers still got coverage that way. With the Islanders, I'm saying, well, what do you really talk about?
They're lost in the shuffle in New York.
Yeah.
They
Like, is
really
Matthew Scaefer all over ESPN?
No.
No.
The answer is no.
Like if the Jets or the Giants or the Yankees get a high draft pick, there's probably someone from national outlets covering every game he plays.
Right.
But are they still selling out UBS?
I think they do well. They do
Because I think
have
there
a
is a hardcore following
Yes,
in New York.
That's a very fair thing to say.
Those
Jay.
that are Islanders fans are loyal.
Correct.
And diehard.
Correct.
Similar to New Jersey fans, I'd say.
Yeah, New Jersey fans take more offense than Islanders fans because I think even the Devils are more looked past in that area. And they had this thing for a while. Their motto was Jersey's team.
Right.
Right. And because like the Giants and the Jets, MetLife Stadium is in Jersey. The soccer team, the MLS team, I think it's the Red Bull or whatever. Their stadium is in Jersey. And the New Jersey Devils call themselves Jersey's team.
Right.
There's a weird thing. And then bringing it back to the Islanders and you go, they don't really have their own city. Well, what Reid is talking about is this. The old arena, Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum, where the Oilers were terrible playing at for a long time.
Yeah.
That was in Uniondale, technically.
Which was even further out.
Correct. But it was on the border of Garden City. And then it was in Nassau County. Then they got moved to Brooklyn. And now the new arena, UBS Arena, is right by Flushing Meadows in Queens, it's by the racetrack.
Yeah,
and I
it's
think
by
that's
so it's in Elmont and the racetrack is Belmont.
that's right. And listen, Garden City, lots of old money, big brick mansions built in the 1800s. Uniondale, Nassau County, dangerous. Right? Brooklyn, very cool. Obviously, you get that very real essence of New York. People in Brooklyn want to let you know they're from Brooklyn. And then Queens, I think, is like you get that rough and tumble elements of it, but there's also nice areas in Queens, if I'm not mistaken. And if you'll recall, Jay and Reid, the show Entourage, Queens Boulevard, where Vinny Chase was from.
Yes.
I stayed in a hotel on Queens Boulevard once. Not as nice as you would think.
But when the Oilers went out there,
we'd stay in Garden City.
Well, you wouldn't stay in Manhattan the whole time? I think
I'll
this
tell you.
week they'd be staying in Manhattan.
Here's how it went originally. So it depended on like if you were playing all three within subsequently, then you'd probably stay in Manhattan and then bus out to each one. But there were times where they'd go somewhere else and then you'd have to come back and you'd be taking on the Islanders. The team would be taking on the Islanders. You'd stay in Garden City and they'd be playing at Old Nassau Coliseum, which was a terrible facility. Garden City's super nice. Who was the guy that tried to buy the team? Spano?
Oh, I think so, yeah.
In the 90s. He did all of his deals and he was staying at the Garden City Inn or Garden City Hotel that we would always stay at. It's super nice, very elegant, all that stuff. But then you would stay, sometimes you had to stay at the Marriott by the arena. There was nothing there. And that Marriott looked like it was from 1972. And then when you were in Brooklyn, it made it easier to just stay in Manhattan. That's when the team just started making Manhattan home base. I was part of that era. And that was always sweet because you would just bus out to Brooklyn and bus back. You'd have to go underneath the tunnel, under the river, and then you make your way back. So it was very interesting. And then Jersey, we stayed in Cherry Hills one time. One time we got a day room in Newark, which was like a demilitarized zone. It's insane the density of people and all the stuff around there. And I know most people, or if you've had a chance to be in the New York area, you have an idea. And then to others that haven't, Manhattan, super amazing. You recognize so many places when you're walking around just from TV and movies and stuff like that. You go to Jersey. If you go to Newark, you're like, wow, this is scary. You see like half burnt buildings and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
And then you get it to like Hoboken, super nice. Jersey City, really nice. It's a Very, very interesting part of the world. A lot of fun to go to. Could be dangerous too.
I mean,
depending
I've
where
been
you
to
go.
Manhattan a couple.
Yeah.
But I guess when I ran the marathon, I was in all 5 boroughs. But Staten Island, Brooklyn, Queens, and the Bronx, you're just running through.
Yeah.
In the Bronx, like you were hardly even in.
Right.
You were running through literally like warehouses. Like
Yeah, you get. Yeah, it's a really cool place. Anyway, sorry, that's
but there's
my.
several like Long Island. That's where Bethpage Black is.
Yeah.
Shinnecock Hills is out there. That's hosted the U.S. Open several times. So yeah. All right. This was great, Tom. What do you think of your buddy Tomasek going up with McDavid?
Let's go
today.
Yeah, I mean, take advantage of this opportunity. We'll see how long this lasts. Listen, man. You know, a lot of people saying going into this game, that was great that Stu Skinner played well, got the shutout. Let's see some consistency. Totally valid. I love that conversation people are having, opening the door to him, maybe building up his game. Still super early. Same with Tomasek. Like, he's been good. He earned his spot through training camp, had a good preseason. I think he's made some nice plays in the regular season. He needs to continue to play well as well. You can't just hand it to him for the rest of the year. But so far, so good. I'm curious to see how long these lines stay together. This should be a good night for the Oilers. This is lining up well. The Louise Wilkins / J Milne play of the day, I feel like has a good chance of hitting. That's why I put some money on it today. That's 3+ points, right?
Yeah, 3 more points.
Let's go. I also put the McDavid power play point.
I like that.
I did my $50 free bet on
the last game.
And they're due, so they'll get one. You got to move your feet, draw some penalties. This is a game that the Oilers should win and have their first streak of the season.
Of averages though. 0-3 for the Islanders.
No, just add to their misery.
So
okay?
I said that about the Rangers, that they should score, and they did.
They certainly did not.
We're going to give the final clue in the Hudson's Canada's Pub Mystery Athlete of the Game. To win a $25 GC to Hudson's Canada's Pub, you must text your guesses, maximum 3 per person, to the afternoon inbox provided by River Cree Resort and Casino, 780-218-9999. The third clue is general manager. So the clues are Kings, goalie, general manager.
I know this one.
Is this what you were thinking?
Yep.
Okay. Tom got it. So somebody will get it during the break. Maybe multiple people. We'll have a winner when we come back. Hey, what time are you on today?
4:30. I'm going to interrupt your show briefly, and we'll have Corey Wright on, who covers the Islanders daily, as well as Matt Cassian. Also, on the 21st, we will be at Hudson's Canada's Pub, White Avenue, for the pre- and post-game show. So if you win that GC, come on down and join us.
That's amazing, buddy.
Thanks, man.
Hey, thanks for doing this.
You're just getting a quick grammar check here, Tom. It says unique means one of a kind. Something can't be very unique. Just ask the wordsmith, Reid Wilkins. Have a wicked good Thursday, kids.
Who did that?
Pilot Wing
That
64.
was not me. That was not
Pilot
me.
Wing 64. You know what? You were right.
So you can't say very unique?
I understand.
But
what they're
I
saying.
guess I understand what they're saying. The spirit.
But I also understand what very unique means as well.
It's even more unique.
It's even
than
more unique. It's
Yes.
even more one of a kind. Very like you, Tom. You're you're quite unique.
Pilot Wing 64 would say that is not proper English, Jay.
Yeah, that's fine. It happens a lot on this game, on this show. From this side of the desk, anyways.
I could care less. Pilot Wing 64.
There. Well, now we're talking.
Somebody hit the
Regardless,
ba-dum-bum.
we got to take a break.
Oh, we got a winner.
Oh, okay. We'll do it. We'll give it out when we get back. 4 o'clock break.
The Lock
The
Shop.
one thing I will tell you, you guys are in for an absolute treat tonight because this Matthew Scaefer kid.
That's what you were saying yesterday, buddy. You love him.
Well, I told you he played over 26 minutes. The next defenseman on their team was like 18, less than 18. Tony D. I think the books were way off on the Calder because it's been rejigged from 17-1 to 4-1.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
You've always known GCL Diesel as the experts in diesel fuel systems, but did you know that GCL is also your source for turbochargers and turbo repair? As a turbo supplier for Garrett, Borg Warner, and Holset, GCL can provide genuine original equipment turbos at wholesale prices. Whether it's diesel, gas, natural gas, or performance, we can provide you with the turbo or custom repair you require. Turbo questions? We've got turbo answers. Visit us in the West End or online at GCLDiesel.com. GCL Diesel, turbochargers, understood.
Get ready for a feast like no other. 40-ounce steak night is back this November at the Canadian Brewhouse. Sink your teeth into a hand-cut 40-ounce ribeye with all the fixins for just $49.99. Tickets available now in-store or at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
Hi, Dennis from Weiss Johnson here, and we're excited to be partnering up with the Nielsen Show and have a special deal exclusive for Nielsen Show listeners. Get 10% off any new Trane furnace, air conditioner, or heat pump installation from now until the end of October. Bundle a furnace with an AC or heat pump and get 25% off the package price. Get your home comfort now for all seasons with Weiss Johnson and Trane. Trane, it's hard to stop a train. Visit wjsportstalk.com today.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
From Long Island, the Oilers and Islanders drop the puck. New York winless through 3 games on the season. Well, the Oilers hope to make it 3 wins in a row. Join Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show live at 4:30 right here on EST. Around the league, Dallas plays host to Vancouver. The Golden Knights take on the Bruins, while Florida challenges New Jersey on the road. In other news, the Senators will miss Captain Brady Tkachuk for 6 to 8 weeks after he underwent successful surgery on his right thumb. Out in Cincinnati, the 4-1 Steelers meet the 2-4 Bengals at 6:15. Catch the action with Lieutenant Eric down at Selly's Sports Barn Lounge at Central Casino on Fort Road. And 2 games in baseball. Game 4, the ALCS goes from Seattle as the Jays look to tie their series at 2 apiece against the Mariners. Max Scherzer to the mound, first pitch just after 6:30. Meanwhile, the NLCS continues. The Dodgers and Brewers meeting momentarily. LA up 2-0 in the series. I'm Zachary Kubich. That was your sports update. Hour 2 of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
All right, 7 minutes after 4. Oilers and Islanders are at 5:30. Oilers looking for their 3rd consecutive victory. McDavid between Mangiapane and Tomasek. Draisaitl between Nuge and Roslovic. Frederick between Podkolzin and Kapanen. Henrique between Howard and Savoy are the expected forward lines. Ekholm with Bouchard, Nurse with Stetcher, Kulak with Emerson. Wallman still out. Maybe he debuts for the season on the weekend. Stuart Skinner's coming off a shutout is your expected goalie. 2-1 in his career against the Islanders with a 2.34 goals against average and a .908 save percentage. Tom Gazzola, who just visited with us, will have the Oil Stream pregame show at 4:30. Jay and I are back at 5:30. Glenn Suter from the CFL on TSN is going to join us. He's always a great guest. Elks depth chart came out for tomorrow's game against the BC Lions. Anything quickly you want to note, Jay?
No changes really from last week, Reid. Okay. But once again, and I'm going to keep saying this because it's been successful, I hope they keep doing this, they have dressed 9 defensive linemen. So they're going to keep rotating through. I love that. I this lineup can win. This lineup can beat any team in the CFL. So they just got to keep doing that. They got to get it done tomorrow night. That will be an 8:30 start. 7:30 Green and Gold kickoff show will be right here on Edmonton Sports Talk with myself and the one and only Matthew Iwanek. And then we'll follow up the game with the post-game show. Hopefully it's talking about a win.
We got a lot of stuff.
If it's not talking about a win, Reid, you know what it's going to be talking about?
Season's over.
It's going to be talking about 2026.
Right. If the Elks win tomorrow, they will still be alive for a playoff spot.
As of tomorrow night?
As of tomorrow night. Now, it could end on Saturday.
Or they could be in a very good position.
If Sask beats Winnipeg and the Elks win, then that's
a good night.
That's quite good. But an Elks victory will at least keep them alive for another day. On the ESTV, we have the Brewers and the Dodgers game underway. Literally just underway. They are 3 pitches into the game, and there's 1 out. So that's just started there. Blue Jays are coming up a little after 6:30. The Hudson's Canada's Pub mystery athlete of the game was Rogie Vachon. The clues were Kings goalie general manager. He's been a Kings goaltender and a Kings general manager. The only former goalie who played for the team. I mean, Ken Holland was a goalie, but not for the LA Kings. So who got the $25 GC to Hudson's Canada's Pub?
There were 3 people that got it. Collingwood Rob was the one that came in first. So congrats, Collingwood Rob. I have texted you back on the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. So let us know.
All right, good stuff. We do that every Oilers game day on weekdays here.
Should we give away these?
Reid Wilkins. Oh, we got to do these.
Yeah,
okay, so this will be to text in as well. So I gave you the answers for these, right? Are we going to have both names? We'll say both names.
Oh, yeah, both names.
The New York Islanders on 5 occasions have had the first overall pick in the NHL draft, okay? It happened last year. It happened twice in the 2000s. They took DiPietro and Tavares. Who were the 2 first overall picks the New York Islanders had in the 1970s? You have to have both of them.
And we are giving away a 4-pack of tickets, VIP tickets to the Alberta Snowmobile, ATV, and Off-Road Show happening at the Edmonton Expo Center tomorrow from 2 to 9 p.m., Saturday from 10 to 8 p.m. So if you want to go to that and you know the answer, send in your response.
So who were the Islanders' 2 first overall picks in the NHL draft in the 1970s? You have to get both. You have to text it in to 780-218-9999. The afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino, home of Tap 25 Restaurant. $18.99 prime rib special, available 7 days a week from 11:30 in the morning to 11 p.m., except on show nights, available for dine-in and for takeout. We already got somebody.
Yeah.
Who was quick today?
Casino Dealer Jay, you have won.
And the answer?
Billy Harris.
1972.
Dennis Potvin.
1973.
Congrats. You've won.
Potvin, a great player. If Schaefer turns out to be almost as good as him, they'll have a good one. Do you want to do this tomorrow? We'll have more time.
Sure.
We can still do the stuff we talked about today, but we'll do it for this.
Yeah.
Buying or selling for Damon Bunting, a consistent top-producing realtor in the greater Edmonton area for over 18 years. He and his team would love to help you find that right home or make the move from your current home. Community-driven, he understands what it takes to make a difference in our city. Check him out, DamonBunting.com, Instagram handle of Damon Bunting Real Estate. Buying or selling the Utah Mammoth mascot. What's his name again, Coop?
Tusky.
And he is an elephantine type creature.
Yeah, he looks like an elephant mammoth. You know, it's a woolly mammoth, but it's got the big tusks. I've seen Reid an awful lot of criticism online, and I'm 100% buying on Tusky, and here's why. If you're an adult and you're upset or you have a hot take about Tusky,
right?
You're missing the point. These mascots are for children. These mascots are to encourage kids and say, "Oh, there's Tusky. Go get a picture with Tusky." This has nothing to do with adults. You know, you may want to snag a picture with old Tusky once in a while. That's not a bad thing, but I don't know. I've just seen so many people like making a mockery of old Tusky, and I don't think it's fair criticism because it's not for, in my opinion, and once again, we all have our own opinions, but in my opinion, it's not for you or I to really debate.
Right.
It's for kids. And as a kid, I don't think that Tusky looks scary. I think Tusky looks nice and, willing to give a hug.
Here's the question to me, though. Did they overcomplicate it by not just naming him Wooly? or Willie?
Yeah. The name could have been
or
done
was
a
it
bit
too
better.
obvious?
Tusky just seems like that, but it'll catch on.
It's for kids.
Like what the Oilers is Hunter the Lynx.
Yes.
I mean, so great. There's nothing. I mean,
You got to know about the history of the franchise, I guess.
Sure, yeah, but it's for kids. That's the thing. So now I would say our mascots on the way out.
No, I think they're always going to be mascots.
Yeah, and I actually like that they went with like a furry, cuddly looking mascot.
Yes.
Not like just a giant head.
And he is a woolly mammoth. They just made him sort of like a frozen blue color as opposed to a brown.
Yeah, I like the color. I mean,
it's just when they said it's Tusky. I'm like, well, if you're having a mammoth, why not just call him Woolly? Or again, you could have called him Willie. So it sounds like Woolly, but it's not.
What was the name you proposed, Coob?
Manny,
right, from Ice Age. Now, that would have been, they couldn't call this team the Yeti because of the association with the brand.
The cup, right.
So I don't think they could call him Manny, the mammoth, although that would have made a heck of a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd go up and shake Tusky's hand. I'd take a picture with Tusky.
Well, maybe you'll have the opportunity someday.
Probably not.
I got another question for you.
Go ahead.
Blue Jays related. Buying or selling? Buck Martinez.
100% buying. I could listen to Buck Martinez and Dan Shulman call a baseball game all day long. When you describe, or you're just saying, hey, picture in your head a baseball play-by-play commentator.
Right.
I think and I hear Buck Martinez's voice. Do you not? What do you think?
Well, he's been doing it a long time. To me, he's synonymous with the Blue Jays. I have seen, and we even know a couple people here who are like enough Buck.
Enough,
like
yeah, okay, sure. I mean, if that's, but I don't know. I think there's just a baseball voice with Buck Martinez. We were having a little bit of a fun gag with me playing baseball and,
right.
Talk like this and like what Buck Martinez would do.
Right.
But I think the combination of Martinez and Shulman is as good as it gets. I really do.
Smitty the welder can't stand Buck Martinez. The Blue Jays broadcast is awful. Brian says Buck is showing his age, kind of like how Bob Cole became long in the tooth. Atif buying on Buck. Big Uke buying on Buck. I mean, he's been doing it a while. Like I said, he's synonymous with the Blue Jays. He did manage the team for a couple of years. Larry Durker was another former player turned broadcaster who then went and managed. He managed the Astros for a few years, had a better record than Martinez did with the Blue Jays. I just thought I'd ask. I think I have always loved Shulman. I think he just has a great voice. He
Very
always
calming,
sounds
right?
prepared.
Yeah.
He's not over the top. He knows when to build excitement. He has good information. He can also do the chit-chat part of the game when necessary. I think he's really strong. I think Martinez's analysis is really good. But I've also noticed, just over the years, and now a lot more Canadians are watching. I've seen a little bit of, and this is what it's like in broadcasting. I mean, people judge us and everybody else. That's fine. So I just thought buying or selling. Buck Martinez.
Yeah, the voice. It's the voice. That is a baseball voice to me. But I'm not really hard on many play-by-play or color commentators,
right?
Because that's a hard job. That's you need to be very good at that to make it sound so good and with such ease,
right?
So I'm never the one to be like, well, that guy's voice is weird. And to me, it's just that voice is synonymous with baseball. For me,
to me, he's synonymous with Blue Jays baseball.
Sure,
because I can remember him as a player, but he's been a broadcaster for a heck of a long time. Anyway, that was just a little bit of a topic here.
Well, there's a lot of people mentioning things about Buck. This comes in. I will have had enough of Buck when Buck has had enough of doing games. Tube Sock says, I love Buck's voice so much that I'm currently trying to get him to agree to do my voiceover work on my tape.
Oh, jeez.
Dave for Mewell says 100% buying on Buck Martinez. Sean, well said. Jay, mascots are geared towards the younger fans. It's like when I mocked LeBron's Space Jam. Why? It's not for me. It's for the generation of kids. Well said.
Well, yeah, that's the thing.
Buck has great tone and cadence, but he's too old and it's showing. It's like listening to a video game announcer that only has a few scripted lines that you eventually hear over and over. Yeah, and that's fair. You know, if that part of it is slipping a bit, I mean, that's just going to happen.
Here's the thing for me. I as a sports broadcaster myself, I have opinions on what I hear. And I'm fine with Martinez, but I just wanted to, I thought that'd be an interesting thing to get some feedback on. I try not to go over the top with that because I know what it's like to do the job. And everybody has to have their own style and commit to it and try to stand out. So sometimes I'm like, well, I'm not going to overly bash a guy because he's risen to a certain point in his or her career by doing that. But watching baseball in the first round, there was I don't remember the guy's name. There was a play-by-play guy that I thought he says too much. He's trying to offer too much analysis. Like there was a game. It was like, and it's a double down the left field corner. Milne goes over to get it. He's got a strong arm as the runner goes. Like, don't tell me that mid-play.
Right.
And then there was one where a play ended, and it's like, well, that could have been close because this guy's known for his speed. Like, leave that for the color guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
true enough.
Like you don't stuff that. Like, all you need to say is that's a double down the left field line. Milne's over to get it. He'll gun it to second. Or even if he said something like, I know you're trying to provide context, but you don't, after the play's over or I don't know. That was something I noticed. There was a guy, and I heard him a few times, and I thought he consistently did that, where he was trying to stuff in too much information while he was calling a play. And actually, I thought it was taking away from what the color guy was going to offer once the play was over.
Jeffy says, Buck's battled cancer a couple of times, and I think his energy is waning. I don't mind his shtick, but I'm also a Jays fan. I could see him getting old for some.
Yeah, I mean, he's worked a hell of a lot. Like, I got a lot of respect for him, but still, people are going to have opinions on broadcast.
Absolutely, right? And they're entitled to it.
422, quick update here from the Coop.
The Oilers hit the ice tonight against the Islanders. Join Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show live at 4:30 right here on EST. 10 other games on tap. The Rangers battling the Maple Leafs, Kraken clashing with the Senators, while the Devils and Panthers have a date. And from Ottawa, Senators captain Brady Tkachuk is expected to miss 6 to 8 weeks after undergoing surgery on his right thumb. Thursday night football, the Steelers and Bengals meet at 6:15. Join Lieutenant Eric for the action at Selly's Sports Barn Lounge at Century Casino on Fort Road. In the MLB, Game 4 of the ALCS goes between the Jays and Mariners. Max Scherzer to the mound for Toronto. Luis Castillo countering for Seattle. First pitch just after 6:30. And right now, bottom of the first, Dodgers lead the Brewers 1-0. LA also up in the series 2-0. The Reid Wilkins Show continues following the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Hockey insider and analyst is Luke Gazzola from Sportsnet.
But I've liked Tomasek, man. Big body, grinds it out. Same thing, protects the puck pretty well. You need a dog on that line that is going to go get pucks and just get them there. Like, I love Trent Frederick, but he probably could have had 4 goals. So you need someone to start finishing as well. Protecting a puck and doing all this and get pucks back is good, but you got to produce if you're on that line.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings 6 to 9. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
When you cater with Royal Pizza, you're getting the same great pizzas, pastas, and salads you love, just bigger and built for a crowd. Perfect for teams, offices, or parties, Royal Pizza's catering brings real value around $10 per person. Delicious, high quality, and easy. If you like their pastas, you'll love their catering pastas even more. Visit royalpizza.ca or contact your local store for exact pricing and details.
So come on home, Royal Pizza, still making it great.
When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. San Francisco's own Jefferson Starship bring their arena rock legacy to the River Cree Resort and Casino October 23rd. Celebrating 50 years of rock and roll, don't miss these classic rock legends. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
Looks like the Milwaukee Brewers are making a pitching change in the bottom of the first. Dodgers leading 1-0 with a couple of men on base. Let's wrap up this portion of the show with a couple limericks.
All right, this one comes in from Bronco Nick. The Blue Jays bats are alive and well. Are they winning the series? Too early to tell. Long Island for the Oilers. New York wants to play spoilers. Coob, put down that pizza. Reid did yell.
Well, I didn't actually.
This one comes in from Tube Socks. There once was a fellow named Reid who thought there'd be pizza to feed, but the boxes were clean, not a crust to be seen. Now he's brown bagging lunch out of need.
That's very true. That's actually true. Okay, we're back at 5:30 with Glenn Suter from the CFL on TSN. Tom Gazzola is going to hop in here for the Oil Stream pregame show, setting up the Oilers and the Islanders at 5:30. Stick around.